office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Okay, let's see if you can still ride a horse. Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Come on!
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. Giddy up! That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Come on, boys. That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland. Slow up.
Come on. Let's see that rifle. I want a couple of these for the pot. Nice shooting. Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I think. We got one. Good shot. Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Let's get back on the horses and see what else is going on. Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover. If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city, become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals.
Come on!
Come on, boy! Nice shot! Come on, they're headed for the chicken coop. Oh, there! That's it! Damn coyotes! All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts. Come on, boy.
Come on!
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this! Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the driver's seat. Come on. Let's just go. I don't want to keep Paul waiting. Hello. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it.
We meet again.
Hello there. How would Armadillo get by without me?
Howdy.
What's going on?
Hello there.
Finally come to get that bullet out your leg.
I won't sell armaments to them thugs, whatever the profits may be. You know,
So much to buy in this town.
Much obliged.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
Let's head over to the saloon.
So who we looking for?
A bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the range these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Mount up, Marston. Walton's our man. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
Let's go. If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap's Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's the start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Behind the crate, Marston! Smoke him up!
You ain't taking me alive!
Ladder rope! Make your choice! You gonna help me here?
I think you
Just run off home!
Hit the crate, boy! I'll cover you!
take that fella.
Yeah!
I'll kill every last one of you!
You brought help, did you? Well, I'm gonna kill both of you. Mister, you look more melty than a candy bar in the desert.
I got you, boy!
You got something in the...
Where did all these fools come from?
Watch out for that sneaky bastard behind the outhouse!
This is probably gonna hurt.
Take cover behind the outhouse! Careful, there may be more of them!
I'll back you up to hell's back door, Walton!
I got Viking ancestors. You hear me? You couldn't hit a bull's ass with a bag full of banjos. Stay close.
Walton's inside the house! Take him alive if you can! Boy, I'd have preferred him to swing, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. At least we've got him.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend, I can promise you that. I'll see